Got right in behind it. Nice solid defensive shot. Wow, that's missed a lot. Misses everything.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Solid defense, very compact. That sees the completion of the over. A good one too, not many opportunities to score.
Just threw the shot too early.
Beaten on the drive.
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive.
Giving them absolutely nothing here at the moment. Another over gone and not much from it.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Well bowled.
A lovely shorter ball, just keeping them honest. Still got a chance to use another one in this over.
End of the over. England are 59 for 3. Going with pace now.
The captain is going with the medium pacer.
Short and wide. Did well to get some bat on that.
England weren't given much of an opportunity. A very tidy over. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the north end. Drives and misses everything.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Another really good over comes to an end. The batters just haven't been able to cut loose in the last few overs.
A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at the end as it went through to the keeper.
That's off the middle of the bat.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away. Yep. Great shot through the gap.
That's a very difficult shot to get right. Straight back at the bowler with a lot of pace, and the covering fielder had no chance.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
Oh, nice bowling.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
End of the over. 8 off it. England are 67 for 3. No shot offered.
Yep.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call made in the end.
Yep.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
Bowler.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
Waiting.
Does very
Yep.
well to get quickly across to that one.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there. Oh, didn't get the feet moving. Played down the wrong line. Threw the hands at it. Got nothing on the ball.
Yep.
Unplayable. No reward. Flying to the boundary.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Wait. Yep.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Waiting. Yes.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
End of the over. 4 off it. England are 78 for 3. The session comes to an end, and there's been a lot to like about what we've seen. I'm off for a short break.
Waiting.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Yep. No.
They make it home, but there should never have been the chance for a run out in the first place.
Yep.
Strokes it languidly away to the fence. A lovely shot.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
I'd like to see the... aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Wow, that's missed the lot.
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away. You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
Thick edge.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
End of the over, 5 off it. England are 83 for 3. Straight to the fielder.
It was a nice looking shot, full and in the slot, just couldn't find the gap.
Waiting.
Brook will be frustrated with that shot. The ball was there to hit, but couldn't find the gap.
Nice solid defensive shot. Solid defence, very compact.
Wait. Yes.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
The right decision not to take on that fielder.
Misses everything.
Nice bowling.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Well, that's the end of a great display of bowling. No score from it. Nicely putting pressure on the batters. Beaten on the drive.
Well, that's perhaps a little harsh. I felt it wasn't that wide.
Waiting.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Waiting.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing. Out of the middle, it raced to the boundary.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Nice bowling.
Waiting.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
End of the over. A good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the south end. Got right in behind it.
Ah, negated the spin well then. Got nicely on top of the bounce. Right over the top of it, nicely smothering the spin there. Root shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
End of the over. Beautiful bowling that just starts to build pressure on the batters. A new bowler is coming into the attack. Nicked it! The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this. And gone. Brilliant catch.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
Stokes is new to the crease. They'll be keen to field bat on ball early on.
Nice bowling.
Just slowing things down, nothing too risky on that delivery, just keeping the bowler honest. Still honing in on their lines, the batter happy to let it go through.
That has gone very, very high. Might be safe.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, and will want to show everyone their strength.
Right on top of the spin, keeps it out well.
Two big wickets coming from that over for no runs.
89 for 5.
Bowl disturbs the furniture.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Wokes comes out to bat in a bit of form. but it'll be interesting to see how they go today.
Well bowled.
Well, he took all the pace off it. The response was good, actually. It was met very solidly with a very straight bat.
Finds the edge. And safely taken by the keeper.
Just managed to clasp their hands around that one. Disappointment for the batter, joy for the bowler. Another wicket down, this one without scoring.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Bowling.
That's the end of a very good over. Good pressure being put on the batters. Brilliant shot, that. A couple on offer here.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Waiting.
Quick onto that in the infield. Drives and misses everything.
Beautiful slower delivery, just hitting air on that one. That was just too good.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
That was a good slower ball. Picked up well, though. Got that defensive shot in, nice and simple.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Yep. No!
There's trouble here.
Confusion written on the batters' faces. A mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
End of the over, and again it's a good one for the bowling side. Not letting batters build any momentum.
Well bowled.
Totally beaten by the change of pace on that delivery. Very unlucky not to take the wicket.
Nice bowling.
Just threw the shot too early. No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely. Just too early on the shot and couldn't find the gap. A well-directed short ball, but sways out of the way.
Nice bowling. Bowling.
Got them playing defensively there. Really good use of the slow ball.
The end of a very precise over of bowling. No runs coming from it. Edged it. Strong appeal. Simple as you like. Didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in the over.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. Wood, whose first task is getting themselves settled.
A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive. just threw the shot too early.
Edged. Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball. Chance to run two.
And with that, they're off the mark.
A very successful over ends. The fielders will congratulate the bowler for their efforts. 2 wickets taken.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
Avoided the fielders, 1 bounce and 4. Fantastic shot.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
That's wild. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Wood has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Huge edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Waiting.
There'll be runs here. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
That's the over. England are 107 for 9. Now then, was there a feint edge? Out. Pretty straightforward catch in the end. They've been bundled out for not many at all. The bowlers have done their job, just need the batting to finish it off.
No interest in that one from the batter. Crawley will be wanting to hone in on a better line and length to make them play next time.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Wait!
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Let it come right under their eyes, but just didn't quite time it. Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it. Very full, sprayed the ball a bit, but they're content leaving it alone.
Waiting.
Good, patient batting in that over. Nothing there to chance their arm on. None from it. Didn't quite manage to get themselves in for that first innings. The bowler, with their tail up, will know it too. A good batter, though, and it won't take much to get going.
You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
Yeah.
They'll get at least one.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square. Well-directed short ball sways out of the way.
Wait on.
Can't get that outside the ring field. End of the over, 2 runs added. India are 2 for none. Crawley from the north end. The left-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the north end.
Waiting.
Well, not a great delivery. Got it full. Lucky not to be hit to the boundary. Just threw the shot too early.
Yep.
They'd look for a couple here.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Yep.
Thick edge. You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
No interest on that occasion to play at the ball.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again. Nice solid defensive shot.
That was a good slower ball, picked up well, got the defensive shot in. Nice and simple.
An economical over comes to an end, but you get the feeling these openers might be finding their feet.
Wait there.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Wait. Yep.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep. Well, it took a bit of time, but they finally managed to get on the scoreboard. A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at the end as it went through to the keeper.
3 added in that over. India are 11 for none.
Yep.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
A brilliant throw-in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding.
Wait there.
Straight to the fielder.
Right in the slot. Probably hit it too hard. Crunched it straight to the fielder.
Yep, yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer. Solid defence, very compact.
Wait on.
Floated that one up, hit well, but couldn't beat the field.
End of the over. 4 off it. India are 15 for none. Got right in behind it.
Wait.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary. Left alone and easily through to the keeper. Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it. Overstepping, just a little too eager on that delivery.
They must have just slipped a little in their delivery stride to bowl that no ball. Sometimes it can happen when you're trying too hard. Lovely timing. Will this one go to the fence?
They're fast between the wickets. Good fielding keeps it close though.
Bowler is confident on this one. England having a good chat. Don't know if it's worth using a review on it though.
I'm not hearing anything on this. That could be trouble. Oh, this could spell trouble. Certainly no issue with the line. Not hitting a thing ends up wasting a review.
It wasn't a great decision to start with. Not surprised to see the umpire's decision stand. Root coming into the attack from the north end.
Yep, yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Yep.
Super shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent There's absolutely no point in chasing that.
Huge appeal.
Hey! Wait there.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Wait.
5 runs added there. India are 24 for none.
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Wait on. Yep. Keeper.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Over. India are 26 for none.
Waiting.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Good cricket all round. A good delivery and a well-timed shot to the fielder.
Drives and misses everything.
Not a great shot in the end. Practices the shot again. Just need to keep their head down now. Shoulders, arms, and true to the wicketkeeper.
Great bowling.
Just slowing things down. Nothing too risky on that delivery. Just keeping the bowler honest.
Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Yep.
Not taken. A boundary, but not a convincing one.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Gotcha.
Lovely shot. Good seam position, but overpitched and got what it deserved.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right. Beaten on the drive.
Nice bowling.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That was a massive shot, middled, and it flew over the boundary. Brilliant stuff.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Oh,
Misses everything.
nice bowling.
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away.
Nicely played.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over. It was an average sort of an innings we saw from them. You know just how rare it is, though, to see a batter of this calibre miss out twice.
Catch it!
Couldn't have played that any better.
Fielders there in the covers, but they put it right into the gap. That's a beautiful shot.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Catch it!
That's right off the meat of the bat.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Right off the middle of the bat.
Just a little bit of room given. The power was immense. That has flown over the boundary.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Catch it!
That's really high. Don't think anyone is close.
That was pure elegance. Right out of the textbook, that shot.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball. But you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. Wow, that's missed the lot.
That's a great take. Needed a big stretch to prevent any runs.
End of a high-scoring over. Beautiful batting. After hitting the boundary that many times, confidence is high out in the middle. Timed that brilliantly.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Hit that hard, nailed it.
50 comes up between these two. They're starting to form a really strong partnership.
What else do they have in their bag of tricks? Not much seems to be working at the moment. A real beauty. Just times it so well.
Well, that was a poor delivery. You really can't bowl like that. It got what it deserved.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
It was the right shot in the end, but didn't get the timing right to get it away.
Goes up and over for 6. That's the positive option.
Just a little bit of room given, and the power was immense. That has flown over the boundary.
Gill, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Catch it! Yep.
In the air. Looks to be landing safely.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Middle that one. Great timing.
That's gone a long, long way. Well and truly into the 20s now, and surely looking towards a big score.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear. Got all of it, and for 6.
Managed to get onto the front foot early, and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
Wonderful batting at the moment. Back-to-back boundaries, putting the pressure on the bowler to respond.
Had to pull off the big dive to save some certain runs. Did it very well, did the keeper.
Catch it!
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
The batsman brings up their half-century.
That is an amazing half-century. Just mammoth stroke.